Well, what better way to start out an Americana program than with the Ojai song and the Star Spangled Banner. So that's our theme for tonight, American music by American composers. And so our first song will be The Good Old USA. There will be some songs in here that many of us do not know, those of you who are under 40, maybe 50. Bicycle Built for Two in my merry Oldsmobile. Take Me Out in the Surrey with the Fringe on Top from Oklahoma. Yeah? Okay, are we getting a little bit there? Michael, Row Your Boat Ashore? Okay. How about You're a Grand Old Flag? And any others that you recognize, please sing along with us.
Yeah, sure, I'll get it there. That one for you.
So the other day I asked the band to tell me 3 things that we did really, really well, and 3 things that we needed to do a little bit better. And one of the things was, please, give us a little bit more time between numbers so that our blood comes back to our lips, so that we can actually catch our breath. And so, but then somebody else said, do less talking. So how do I do that? I don't think that works. So, again, I have my script here. So, Disney movies, whether animated or featuring live actors, are synonymous with American film. Beauty and the Beast is no exception. The idea for setting the fairy tale Beauty and the Beast to film was actually back in the 30s. And then it came back in about the 50s, and each time they said, no, it won't work. So finally in 1991, somebody said, hey, yes, it will. And it did. It became one of the largest grossing animated cartoon movies in history. And so tonight we're going to be playing some music from Beauty and the Beast. Alan Menken and Howard Ashman were the composers that gave us these melodies that just really resonate. So I hope you enjoy music from Beauty and the Beast. Is that long enough? going to have to tune those guys up. So, what's a hootenanny anyway? Remember that term from, what, the 60s? The 50s? The 40s? But what is a hootenanny? Wikipedia tells us, actually, it's the Wiki Dictionary. Wiki Dictionary? I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway, an informal, festive performance by folk singers, often including audience participation, dancing, and the use of acoustic instruments. You got them all back there? A couple. Okay. So in our hootenanny tonight, we're going to feature the clarinet section. They're going to be playing the chicken reel, right? And then the trombone section. Do you guys have Michael row your boat ashore?
Yeah, right here.
Excuse me.
They'll be standing for that, right?
And the trumpets are going to do Arkansas Traveler. And in between there's going to be plenty of time for foot stomping and clapping and doing all that cool hootenanny stuff. Howard and Jim and Susan and Phoebe and Gary and Larry and Matt and John. Let's give them a hand. Trombones in the back. Stand up again. Shelley. Yeah, okay, there we go. And Klaus and Roman and Brian. And trumpets. Scott and Jen and Luke and John and Sean. Thank you, everybody. You'll notice that our usual two trumpets, Tom and Greg, are not with us today. So Jen and John are kind of standing in for them. Musicians are just lifelong learners, and Tom and his son Greg are off at trumpet camp, jazz camp, learning better trumpet playing, I guess. I don't know. So our next one is Pixar movie Magic. This is for the little kids, because you guys know these. You know the music from this stuff. You know the music from Cars. Have you seen Cars? Yeah, yeah. Have you seen? Let's see. What else is Pixar? Have you seen Up? How many have seen Up? Anybody ever notice how Mr. Denny looks a little bit like the guy in Up with his balloons?
They're all proud.
Anyway, Pixar started out. Gosh, it's 1974. A bunch of computer animation geeks in a basement somewhere decided, hey, it would be really cool if we could make all of this stuff really work. And they worked on it and worked on it, and they went through all the, the buyouts and the ups and the downs, and finally, Steve Jobs got behind it, and Disney got behind it, and Pixar is now probably one of the largest grossing film companies in the world. I think they have grossed billions, not millions, billions of dollars on these wonderful movies.
Wow.
So there's a lot of good music here, and I hope that all the kids, and maybe their parents too, might recognize a few of these Pixar movie favorites.
Have fun.
While they're tuning, if you haven't got your balloons yet, now's a good time to do it, because after we finish this, we'll be doing our balloon parade. And if you haven't bought a chance to direct the band yet, your raffle tickets, they're up there. I don't want to have to load the ballot box with band members' names, but I will if I have to. So it's really fun, and be sure and go up and buy a raffle ticket. So, and a balloon, because right after this, we're going to do our balloon parade. Okay, I'd like to introduce Mike Caldwell, who will introduce our balloon leaders for tonight. Where is Michael? There he is.
Mike.
We're going to be playing.
Mike.
We're going to be playing Disney marches. So I hope that all of you kids march along with all those favorite Disney tunes that you have. And all you kids of all ages, please line up right up here. And here's Mike.
Nice. Come on, get some. Get some.
Good evening. I'm Mike Caldwell, and I am the president of the Rotary Club of Ojai West. Yes. One of our volunteer projects in the community is sponsoring and helping support the Ojai Band.
Right here.
It is also one of our things in the community that ourselves and the Rotary Club of Ojai every year get together and elect their nominated people that have done an outstanding job of contributing to our community. We honor about 6 to 8 every year. And on our balloon parades, we have them, these people will come on up and do the balloon parade. And tonight, the Living Treasures, Ojai Living Treasures, excuse me, is Phil Carruthers and Arina Swope. This couple has been in the community for not that many years, but they have been involved in so many things, from helping with the Education Foundation, getting behind the hospital, helping with the music festival. The hospital's been a big thing.
Things that take care of.
At any rate, they're going to lead the balloon parade tonight. And what happened to your balloons?
They're about to be released. Come on, doctor. Come on, let's go.
Here Lillian comes with the balloons. Okay. My goodness. Okay, so...
So keeping in the mood of our American music and American composers, Robert Yeager is a contemporary American composer. He's more of a teacher, university professor, but he writes lots and lots of music in many, many different genres: band music, orchestra music, vocal music, choral music. And he is often an adjudicator, a guest conductor. And gee, I'd love to have him come up and guest conduct one of. I'd love to see if he could do his own piece. This is called the Third Suite for Band. We're going to do the first movement. And it doesn't sound hard. It sounds like a little march. But this march goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So if you're trying to march to that, you end up with one beat less than you're supposed to have. So as soon as we get into a really neat groove of going back and forth between 4, 4, and 3, 4, all of a sudden we get to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if that isn't enough, after we do that, we got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So let's stay together. This is the march from Robert Yeager's Third Suite for Band. Whew. So I got them all right. Put them all right in the spot where they're supposed to be. Good job. So Jim, are you channeling your inner Benny Goodman? Yeah? Okay. Jim Bell is going to be our Benny Goodman tonight. We all know Benny Goodman's music, but your little music appreciation lesson for tonight. Did you know that Benny Goodman is actually one of these rags to riches stories? He is the 9th of 12 children, born of Russian immigrants who met in Baltimore and then moved to Chicago. And they lived, oh gosh, probably in the cheapest area of Chicago that they could afford, near the railroad tracks. This one lady was saying, describing Benny Goodman's neighborhood, the streets are inexpressibly dirty, the number of schools inadequate, sanitary legislation unenforced, the street lighting bad, the paving miserable and altogether lacking in the alleys and smaller streets, and the stables foul beyond description. Hundreds of houses are unconnected to the street sewer. So this is what Benny Goodman grew up in. His parents didn't want him to be, aware of music, so they signed him up for music lessons for 25 cents a piece at the local synagogue, and the instrument was free. And if he joined the local boys band, he got to spend 2 weeks every summer about 50 miles outside of Chicago at a summer camp playing music. When he was 14, he joined another band. When he was 17, he actually started his own band. Then he moved to New York, and the rest is history. Benny Goodman was probably, along with a bunch of the other swing musicians, so instrumental in starting the whole movement of jazz and swing in the United States. So we hope that you enjoy a little bit of Benny Goodman's music, and Jim Bell is going to channel his inner Benny Goodman. Oh, you're going to go. And Susan Anderson. They're going to trade back and forth. Okay, so you're both channeling tonight. So do we have a lot of names in our hat, yeah? Yes? Lots of people want to come up and conduct our band. The Stars and Stripes at the end. If you haven't gotten your raffle ticket yet, please run over there and get one. There are 2 prizes. First prize is the chance to direct the band, and the second prize is a refrigerator magnet. Sorry to get your hopes up. With an ice maker. No. Okay. All right, so I think I better let Looney Tunes do the cartoons for a while. I grew up on Saturday mornings, not bothering my parents and sitting by the TV watching cartoons. How many of you grew up that way? Don't wake me up on Saturday morning. Here are the Cocoa Puffs. You know what to do. I think probably some kids now, although it's the Cartoon Network, isn't it? And you get to see all the reruns of Roadrunner and Yogi Bear and wow, all those cool cartoons. So we're going to play a bunch of cool cartoon music, which includes Roadrunner, Yogi Bear, the Flintstones, Tweety and Sylvester. No, I don't think we're not playing any music from them. Bugs Bunny. Do we have any Bugs Bunny music? Yeah. That's Tiny Toons. I get my cartoons all mixed up. Anyway, you know how they go.
bites the dust. Oh my God.
Well, I think you liked the cartoon music. That was kind of fun. So maybe I should probably entitle this last half of this program, Thank You, Chicago, because our next song, which is music from Greece. Did you know that Greece was actually modeled after a high school in Chicago? Not the best area, probably where Benny Goodman grew up. It was 10 high school kids dealing with life in the rough and tumble parts of Chicago. So I was asking Garrett if he would come up and help us all learn how to do the hand jive, and he said, no, I'd really rather not. So he says, why don't you do it? I can go like this really easy. All right, so how many of you know how to do the hand jive? You guys know how to do the hand jive?
She watches the show.
Did you?
Oh,
I need some help. Can you guys come up here?
I don't know anything.
I don't either. I need some volunteers. You want to come up and help me do? It's really easy. Let's get about 5 kids up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't all rush up at once. There we go. Thank you for being brave. Yay. Come on, you guys, you can do it. Come on.
Okay, so here's what we got to do. Okay, this is how we do it. But you go like this. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, everybody do this. Ready? Tap your thighs twice. 2 claps. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Do it again. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Faster. Ready? 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Woohoo! One more time. Ready? Go. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right, you're all set. I'll show you when to do it. Okay, come right over here. Okay. It doesn't come for a while.
I did it.
You guys, when we get to that part, just keep playing.
So ending right at the stroke of 9 requires much practice at home, doesn't it, Bob? Hours and hours of practicing. Oh, that was too long. I got to do the whole 2-hour show again. Oh, that was too short. Oh, no. I don't know. It just kind of works out that way. I would like to thank my band, and I'd like to have every one of you stand up, please. guys give their time, their energy, and their love to our community. And I thank you very much for all of your hard work and your support, and I'll see you on Sunday. Have a seat. Let's see who's going to be the lucky winner. First of all, for the refrigerator magnet. Tell the story behind the refrigerator magnet? Oh, there's two stories. I'll tell the first story. So the picture on this refrigerator magnet is by Steve Adams. Steve, where are you? Steve, you see Steve all the time. He's out taking pictures of everything. And if you go to steveadamsphotography.com, you'll see wonderful, wonderful pictures of our band, all of you people. And this is a picture that he took that actually won a prize. And so we had it made into a magnet. And the lucky winner is, again, yes, 481557. 481557. You have to supply the refrigerator to put the magnet on. Don't all rush up all at once. This is amazing. It really is a nice... Is it you? Oh, lucky boy. What's your name? Another Ruff. Are you related to Jim and Jenna? Yep, you're the little one? Are there any more Ruffs running around? Okay. They have a rough life at their house.
Oh my God.
Sorry. Okay. This is the big one. This is for the chance to direct our band.
Keep the baton.
Oh, and keep the baton. 481. This is not possible. 558. Did I just do 557?
Yeah.
I did. There's a whole bunch of them in here. Last week there were only 2. Seriously. But this week there are actually a bunch, and I just got 2 consecutive numbers. Who's 558? Is that another Ruff? I think we should get Dad to do it. Yeah, come on. Kevin, come on up here. We might as well have the school board represented. Kevin is a member of our Ojai Unified School Board. So, gosh, do you read music, Kevin? No. Oh, good. Because I forgot my score. So this is yours. Come on up here.
I'm going to go for it.
He's going to go for it. Here we go. And now presenting our guest conductor of the night, Kevin Ruff. Turn around and take a bow. Here we go. Okay, you guys, follow him.
What are we doing? I was really critical of my daughter last time, so okay.